Hello everybody, it's Niklas and welcome to this new video on Meshmixer. And in this video we are going to see how to add shapes in this software. And Meshmixer is a reference software if you want to work with 3D sculpting, and definitely it is a very great software. Subscribe to this YouTube channel if you like the content. First link on the description, the complete course Meshmixer is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with a course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn in this training course. Second link on the description, it is a website in link with this YouTube channel. You can discover software in this YouTube channel. And second link on the description, it is like an online school and you can pick a course and learn any graphic software. So let's just start with the shape. Here I have a sphere. When you start, you have different possibilities to start. So concretely, when you go in the file here, you can, for example, start with a bunny. So it means you can start with these primitive shapes. You have also the possibility to start with, for example, a plane, just like this. And you have also the possibility to start with, for example, a sphere. You can also import your own models. If I apply a sphere, I can go in the edit mode, for example, select the transform features, and I can change the position of my sphere. If I need, I can also scale my sphere if I want. So now, after to do this type of work, something that I can do, it is to go on Meshmix, because when you go on Meshmix, you can import primitive shapes as well. And you have a list of different primitives that you can use. If, for example, I want to apply a cylinder, I can dragging and moving a cylinder. The cylinder will appear here, and I can move my cylinder in this direction. You can use enable snapping. So thanks to that, you can have access to the different type of options, and I can move, for example, my cylinder like this. If I just validate, I apply a cylinder. Let's just continue. I will go in Meshmix. You have multiple type of primitive shapes. You can also have access to a library with different elements. For example, if you want arms, you can click on arms, and you have different type of options. You just need to dragging and moving, and it is same. You can dragging and moving the element here. You can, if you want, scale the element with a cube in the middle, or work with a different option just here. The active object will be the elements that you will be able to select. If I just continue here, I will go on the Meshmix mode. So this is this categorize. You can add more elements. For example, you want something like head. You have multiple add options here. If, for example, I want to start maybe with this head, I can dragging and moving the head here. I can create some rotation just like that, turn around also on this area if I need, and I will be able to place a head just like that. If I just validate, we have this different element. I will click here, I will go in the edit mode, transform features, and I will dragging and moving this one here. You have the possibility to have a summary of your different elements when you go in the view panels, show object browser, and we can have our different elements here. If you want to remove an element, you just need to click on the element. You can click here, or you can select the element as well on this area and press delete on the keyboard. I'm going to show you what you can do. So, for example, I will go in this mode here and I will add another element. I will go in Meshmix here. You need to have active object. In the Meshmix mode, I will come back to primitive and I will add, for example, a cube. So the cube will appear here. I will validate my cube and I will click on the sphere and I will delete the sphere. I will click on the cube again, edit, transforms, and I will place the cube maybe at 0 here on this axis and 0 on this axis. And I will move the cube a little bit. I will dragging and moving the cube with a value maybe of 8 here. I will scale with 40 and I will scale with 40 as well. And I will select the side view and I will place my cube maybe on this area just like that. And I will just validate this cube. If you want to add other primitive shapes, you can continue on this way. I can select the mesh mix. The plane can be also pretty convenient, so you can drag and move a plane. Now my plane will appear here, and I can scale, for example, my plane. After to add these different primitive shapes, you can start with any primitive shapes, and you will be able to use the different sculpt tools. So if I click on this one will be active, and I can click on the sculpt, and I can select, for example, the draw features, and I will be able to draw on this area. You need to be careful because when I press W, as you can see on the cube, by default, we don't have a lot of subdivision. So this is why the render won't be pretty good. So you have the possibility to subdivide more your cube if you need, because when I click here, as you can see, I don't have too much subdivision. But on the plane, I have more subdivision. So this is the reason for which, if I click on the plane here, first I will press escape, I will click on the plane, I will zoom a little bit, and with my edit mode, I will, not with my edit mode, with my mesh mix mode, with my sculpt mode, I will select, for example, the drag tools, and I will increase the strength, increase the size, and as you can see, I can, for example, start to sculpt on my plane. So I just want to show you that you can import any primitive shapes, and after to import any primitive shape, you can work at your convenience on your shapes. I have the possibility also to use, for example, draw, and when I draw, if I stay left click here, I will be able to draw something on the plane. So this is the aim. You start with the primitive shapes corresponding to what you want to do. And after to start with the primitive shapes, you can adjust the primitive shape. You have also the possibility to change the topologize as well. And after you can adjust at your convenience. For example, I can do something like this here. If I want to smooth, I will use something like the shrink smooth. I will define a strength, I will define a size, and I can, for example, smooth my different area just like this. And if I want to create something more maybe angular, I have the possibility to define something like, for example, the flatten tools, and with the flatten tools I will decrease the size, and I can flatten like this. And thanks to that I can make something more angular, and it can be pretty convenient. So I'm doing this after to smooth, so first I smooth, and after to do this type of work, I will be able to, for example, use these tools to make something more angular using these tools. So we are going to stop here for this video. If you like, subscribe to these YouTube channels. First link on the description, the complete course Meshmixer is available. So if you want to learn this software starting from scratch with the course structure, it will be on the first link on the description. You will see the models, session of the course, what you will be able to learn. Second link on the description, it is a website in with this YouTube channel. You can discover software, have basics on these YouTube channels. And second link on the description, it is like online school. You have a lot of graphic software. You can just pick a course and learn any graphic software. And for the next video, see you. Ciao, ciao.